Yes, welcome back to Where Rams Walk. It's happened again. Derby are at home and another 3 points are in the bag. Here to talk about that are Peyton and Darren, are Where Rams Walk. There's lots of Derby content out there, but we are the quickest and most comprehensive tiny review of all things Derby County on the internet. We're very grateful for you watching. Press subscribe, press like. We'll roll the titles and we'll talk about Derby 2, QPR 0. Welcome back to Where Rams Walk. This week we're talking about the QPR game, a little mention of Sunderland as well, and we're talking about home game atmospheres and what's the earliest you've ever left a Derby County game. Welcome back, Peyton. Welcome back, Darren. How are you? Can I ask you both, Peyton, were you in your seat after half-time to see them goals go in, or were you still in the concourse?
I was there.
Okay, you managed to get back to your seat in time? Right, okay.
I get back at half-time, so...
Right, fair enough. Welcome back, everyone. Let's have a chat about that QPR game then, shall we? First of all, first says, Darren, outstanding performance. Getting Elder and Ozo back will be massive. Elder is the most improved player I've seen in recent times. He's like a Wilson-type fullback with good delivery. I'll get your view on that before we talk about the Yates part. Talk to me about Elder. How impressive has he been?
Yeah, I think he's. Yeah, I really think he's come on at left back. Left back's a position that's, we're not as strong at left back as we are right back. I think Peyton said it a few weeks ago. We're quite stacked at right back, but so we really need Elder to come through. He was injured a lot last season, so I'm hoping his injury sort of problems, this one will be behind him after the international break. I think Ozo coming back is going to be a big help for us. Yeah, really important win yesterday. Really important win because with a few players out, we don't have the biggest squad, and with a few sort of key players out now, they're coming back. It kind of puts a bit of impetus back into the team.
Peyton, let's get your view on the other part of that. Then Yates works hard, and I'm hoping he starts scoring soon. Otherwise, it's going to become an issue. Plenty of endeavour from Jerry Yates, but as Swansea fans will tell you, he needs 15 chances for each goal he scores. Are you starting to see that side of him?
No, I definitely think he's a confidence player, and I said it when we signed him. He seems like the kind of player that if he scores one, he'll score two, and then he'll score 15. And the first goal hasn't come yet, but it will come, and he's playing incredible. Even not scoring, he's probably... the passing, the movement, like the flicks. He's playing like Ronaldinho sometimes. I don't know what's happened. I don't see a striker like it, 2 seasons ago, we had James Collins up front, and he has the first touch of an elephant, but can rifle them in. And Yates is the opposite. He has the first touch of like some of the best players I've seen, but cannot shoot. So,
okay. At the risk of sounding like a broken record on this channel, we are. I feel like we're becoming Zetterstrom. FM here, but we're going to talk about him again because of a save that I actually don't know how he got down to. I don't know if you were right behind that goal, Peyton, but some of the comments were build the statue, what a player, been classed so far, great signing, proper goalie. I mean, he's 6 foot whatever and gets down like a cat. Peyton, just how good was he again against the Rangers?
I mean, he is incredible. Everything. Like in the first half, I noticed we had a corner and he was celebrating it like we scored. I don't even know why. He was just there jumping around, like so happy. And then obviously in the last minute to do that, he's 6'6". He's not exactly a short guy, and he's got down so fast. It's incredible. But it's not even the only save he made. It was like he was getting to every one of their through balls they were putting over. His distribution isn't amazing, but I mean, he did a couple good goal kicks, and he just looks so comfortable in goal. And especially, he already looks like he's gelled with Cashin and Nelson, like straight away, which is something we really, really needed. And the fact that it's happened is incredible. I mean, we didn't look like a newly promoted side.
No. You've mentioned something there which reminded me of a tweet as well from Vince. Vince said, "Get in, lads. It's good to see we're playing positive football. It's great to watch." Darren, I want to ask you about this comment, though. It looks as if the boys are really enjoying it on the pitch. 2. Do you get a sense of that? Not just the quality of the football is good, but actually there is a togetherness about this Derby side, which Portsmouth are lacking and Cardiff are lacking. Is that what's going to keep you up as well as obviously this excellent home form, this strong unit you seem to have built?
Yeah, no, I do agree with that, Mark. One of the things I look for, I'm always interested in goal celebrations and who joins in the celebrations, and yeah, they do seem together. The keeper on a couple of occasions has sprinted down the pitch to sort of like applaud the scoring player. I think that's really good. Paul Warne speaks a lot about bringing in characters. He talks a lot about you've got to get the right kind of character, and he says he does his research and speaks to former managers and players about the players he's bringing in. I think sometimes Derby saw that as a bit of a smokescreen because we'd missed out on players or we weren't going after players that we thought we wanted. But yeah, you can't fault his transfer business, and Zetterstrom's, he's up there as one of the top. Actually, I think, and I agree with what Peyton said about Yates earlier. I think he's done some fantastic business. It looks like he's brought in the right kind of person as well.
Okay, all right then. We'll leave QPR there aside. Want to ask you about home games and home atmospheres. The reason we bring this up is because there's been a lot of discussion about atmospheres in the Championship. Ellen Road, Stadium of Light, very quiet. Pride Park, whenever it's on TV, always seems loud, always seems raucous, always seems passionate. The South Stand's limbs from those goals yesterday are absolutely incredible to watch. Peyton, just walk us through how the atmosphere's been at Pride Park this season and how much is it impacting on the results we're seeing?
Well, this season, every single game, it's been really loud. The fans have been behind the team. And I've got to say, especially against Norwich, a lot was going against us. Everything we got was like, we were celebrating throw-ins. We were getting behind the team for winning, like, goal kicks. It was really, really good. And then when the goal went in, especially the equaliser against Norwich, it just, the roof comes off. And it comes off every time we score. Nelson scores, obviously, the header off of the corner. And then everyone just went mental. And then 30 seconds later, Marcus Harness puts his goal in. And then it just happens again. It's the same, like, they've not even finished celebrating the first goal. And we're already celebrating another, and it's louder, and it's always like that at Derby, and it's really good.
All right. On the back of that, I want to ask you both very quickly, what's the earliest you've left a game? The reason we're asking this is because Sunderland fans missed their equalising goal at Leeds this weekend. But what's the earliest you've ever left a Derby game, Darren?
Right, so going back a few years before Peyton will remember, I actually won some free tickets to go and see Derby versus Man U. Now, this is back in the days of Paul Scholes, who was just rifling the ball everywhere. I mean, that guy was incredible. And I think Derby, we lost 4-0. Now, I didn't actually leave the stadium, Mark, because I had a train, but when we were 4-0 down and people were ruffling, I kind of mentally left the stadium, even though I was still sitting there. So let's say 15 minutes early.
Fair enough. Peyton?
I checked out.
I actually don't know. It can't be too much before 90. Probably 88, 89.
All right, you're a young gun, aren't you? You're committed. Drop us the comments below. What's the earliest? We've had a Sunderland fan tell us he left 26 minutes after a game, with being 3-0 down at home against Swansea a couple of years ago. See if you can beat that, 26 minutes. Right, we'll see you next week where we're discussing all things Millwall. Thank you very much for watching. Drop us a subscribe, drop us a like. We'll see you next week.